Welcome back to the Indo-Welsh way.
The podcast, episode 7.
For those of you listening to us for the first time, I'm Rach.
And I am Matt.
And each week we talk about our business journey. We're both entrepreneurs.
Yeah, we're both small business owners.
And this week we're going to talk about the importance of social media for your small business.
Yeah, well, businesses in general, obviously, but in our case, we'll be talking about small businesses.
Mm-hmm. Right. So before we get into it, if you didn't get it already, Matt's not feeling too well.
I am very congested. I currently can't breathe through my nose, which might be why I sound very nasally. I apologize, but the show must go on.
Yeah, I think he's feeling a bit better today, I hope.
Well, I don't feel that bad. I just sound bad.
Yeah, we went to the doctors today. They said it could be asthma, so...
Yeah, or just a routine chest infection. Who knows? But c'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
How are you otherwise?
I am fine. I am very excited, and I have some awesome things that happened last week. I got a new part-time role.
Part-time job.
As a social media manager.
Yes, it's very exciting.
That kind of is also a big part of why we wanted to discuss social media today.
Yeah, it's on brand.
Mm-hmm. Because it is very essential to any business.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's easy sometimes for a lot of people to overlook the importance of social media, being like, that's not useful to me, it's too much faff, that's a young people's thing, how is it going to benefit me? Too much effort, I don't want to deal with it. But it's probably one of the most, top 3 most important ways to progress your business and to advance your business as a whole in modern times anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if you're not looking towards the future, then you're going to stay here in the past.
Yeah.
Let's start with one of the first and most important things to understand why social media is an integral part or why it is a tool that every business should be using. And that is that it is 100% free.
Yeah, that is true. It's only your time that you have to spend in order to put effort into it.
Yeah. People are just sitting on this
gold
rock
mine
of gold. Yeah.
What's holding you back? Just do it. Try it. If it doesn't work for your business, then that's fine, but you have to give it a try.
Yeah. I think every business as well will have their own style. I don't think there would be, it's not working for me. It's just that they are not equipped to do the job itself, maybe.
Yeah.
That could be the case because everybody has different talents.
Yeah, and it is its own job on its own, like social media management, hence your job you've been hired for part-time. It's it is its own thing. Not everyone can do it effectively, at least at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's something you have to learn. But you might need someone specializing in that in order to do it properly for your business.
Yeah. Everybody can do it, but only the strong stay. It's just that game of YouTube, or I guess in any business as well. You stay in business as long as you don't give up, as long as you're putting in at least some effort in it.
Yeah.
And you're consistent. Consistency, right? So important.
Yeah, consistency and intentional effort. It's reflected. You can be consistent, but not putting in your full effort or not being fully committed, and that will be reflected in the content or whatever it is you're doing, which will hold it back.
Yeah.
You have to be all in, otherwise it will not succeed, and that will be your fault.
Yeah. Over the last year, at least we started using social media more effectively, more consistently, and there's been so much we've personally improved with as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, we had no idea. Okay, we had no freaking clue when we started this, but we just wanted to do something, be able to do it because, again, that is a gold mine that we're sitting on.
Yeah, not saying that we are experts now or anything. Obviously, we know a lot more and a lot better than we did 6 months to a year ago. The videos I was posting when I first started, or just the posts in general, I was like, this is awful. Obviously, at the time, it was the best I could do based on the knowledge I had. Editing was bad. It was what is this caption I've written? Why is it bad lighting? What is going on?
Yeah. But as everything, as every other thing as well, you learn with experience.
yeah, like the main way to learn is by doing it. Like if you're unsure, just do it and learn as you go. As long as you don't rest on your laurels and say, oh, that's fine the way it is, I'll just keep doing this, even if it's not working, or, it's giving some success, but not amazing success, then you will improve.
Yes, absolutely. Do you know what I've realized through this 1 year? We as humans, we need some sort of motivation. It's that dopamine drive that we keep chasing in some way. And unfortunately, with things like social media, you don't immediately get that returns. You don't see what's happening.
Yeah.
Which is why a lot of people back off because they're disappointed that they didn't go viral in the first reel, mostly.
Yeah. And also, in the literal sense, going viral means, say you post 10 videos, 9 of them bomb or get like 100 views, one of them gets like 1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not good. What you want is steady growth or consistent results.
Yeah.
Like, you want them all to be 2,000 and then within a month they're all 4,000 views. Like, it's increases. If you get one which is super high amount of views, that means you have to somehow match that, and you also can't really pre-program something going viral. It just would happen. Just look, serendipity for that one day. So it's not particularly good to go viral, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's okay to go viral as long as you keep going viral, though.
Yeah, but then that just becomes consistency.
Yeah. And I think that comes with understanding what worked in that particular video. For example, when we were doing the funny videos, I guess, with Indo-Welsh, there was one video that went not viral, but it did well without any promotions.
Yeah, it got circulated fairly well.
Yeah. On all platforms, essentially.
Yeah.
It was a short 10-second video. And I think that was the reason, it was circulated well. But after that, the other videos didn't circulate as much again. It kind of tanked because this one that went viral didn't perform well. It didn't have engagement. It didn't have enough shares or likes. People didn't really relate to it as much.
Yeah. So it got pushed, but it didn't get responded to.
Yeah. It's like learning from your mistakes in a way.
Yeah.
What is important more for social media is engagement more than going viral or views or something. Because if your reel was, reel or post or carousel, whichever, was circulated more, but people were not interacting with it, then it kind of tells the algorithm that it's not that interesting. And so that one chance you had with it, it's going to take a toll for the next one. Currently, Matt's having some good success with his social media platform. So would you like to share what's been going on?
Just get good. But yeah, in terms of growth, it's difficult to predict it. And in my case, I wasn't really seeing very rapid growth for at least the most part of since I've been doing social media for 6 to 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I feel like the problem with my content, and more broadly what I've seen with businesses in general and small businesses is when you look at the profile with like an outside view is what you immediately think. And I feel like a lot of businesses fall into the trap of, oh, this is just, here's my thing I make, buy it. Here's another thing I make, buy it. Here's where you can buy this, buy it.
Broadcast.
Broadcasting. It's like, it's just a broadcast account. Mm-hmm. It's like, there's no personality or, like behind the scenes or any like nuance to it. It's just, this is purely an account dedicated to here's what we make, buy it. Here's what we sell, buy it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like some of my content maybe looked like that, or it definitely did look like that.
Initially, I mean.
Yeah, not on purpose. I was just trying to find what works. Like, you do still have to post some stuff, which is make people aware if you're selling a product.
Yeah.
But you can do it in a different way. Like, you can portray it in a more creative, quirky way.
I also think that should be like the smallest part of your entire social media journey though. People are on the app because they want to gain some value from it. So if you want them to give you their very precious, valuable time, then you have to provide something good.
Yeah, just to improve their life in some way. Like, funny, entertaining, informative. On that point is what has happened with me, like the adding value. So I've started doing like 3D printing tips videos, tutorials and guides on certain things that, I don't want to gatekeep for people in the 3D printing community.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the videos I've started making like once or twice a week, which are doing really well.
But this whole broadcast point that you made brings me to a very funny thing that I heard on someone else's video.
I know what you're going to say.
which is that any reel you post could be the first thing someone sees of yours on their timeline. And if you make it about come buy my stuff, it's like going on a date for the first time and asking them to marry you.
Yeah, there's no there's no build up. Like that is the first impression you make. Do you want it to be buy my thing?
Yeah. So if you think about it that way, it's very humanly, the whole algorithm, the whole process. Yeah. It's because you want to build trust with that individual, every individual that comes across your content.
Yeah.
And it's about building that community of like-minded people. At the end of the day, we are human, and a connection is what we all crave.
Yeah. But yeah, like that's what I've tried doing, or like the way I'm going with mine, which is, building a reputation, I guess. And also I kind of enjoy making the tips videos because to me it's like, I can talk about this topic for like a minute and it isn't complete nonsense.
Yeah. Knowledge sharing is the best, honestly. I absolutely love social media for it.
Yeah, don't gatekeep stuff. Something I've heard from multiple people, which is bad with small businesses, which is I don't want to make too many tips videos or guide videos because what if they copy what I'm doing? It's like, that is an awful mindset. And also, the people who are going to copy you are going to do it regardless if you're making tips videos. If it's, it's colourful and there's like a mixture of things, it's not just broadcast stuff. I am way more likely to, follow, interact, enjoy the content, and potentially even buy something. Mm-hmm. But even if I don't buy anything, I'm more likely to just support it electronically, social media-wise.
Yeah. Engage, share.
Yeah.
If you are a small business, the main thing you have to offer is your personality. So
yeah.
For people who don't want to show their face in their businesses, in their profiles, why?
Yeah, like if you are too afraid to show your personality or you think your personality won't be well received, then it's not a good mindset and it's probably not going to end well for your business.
Yeah, it is. I understand that it is scary to like put yourself out there, but at the end of the day, you don't know these people.
Yeah.
And you can always block people. If you don't want your family to see you on social media because, you're worried you'd be judged or anybody then just by all means, just block them and be your best self there because that also helps us grow as individuals because that's what I've seen personally as well.
If you're afraid that showing your real personality will scare away certain people or customers, then you don't want them as customers anyway. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, exactly.
If anything, it's a good way to weed out the weeds. Wait, what's this?
I think it is weed out
the weeds.
Weed out the bad people.
Yeah. Yeah, if anything, it's a good way to weed out the bad people or the people you don't want.
Yeah, exactly. And the best way to attract the right crowd is to make space for them, You
can only have a certain number of people occupying space. So.
Exactly.
Like, I personally feel that if you're a traditional small business, i.e. not bankrolled by insert rich person, then you cannot succeed without successful social media.
Yeah. At least you won't be big. Maybe if it's like, within your area is all you're aiming for. But even then, you would get more reach with social media.
Yeah.
Just don't waste that tool, man. It's free, literally.
Yeah. We've talked about content needs to, add value to people's lives. It has to resonate with a certain audience. But you also need other things in your content in order to succeed, such as a good hook at the start of your video. It doesn't matter how good or valuable the rest of the information is if that first 2 to 3 seconds sucks. Like objectively sucks. Like again, I'm not saying the videos I make which do well, the hook is objectively good, but it needs to be something that intrigues people, right? Makes them curious what the rest of the video is.
It needs to give context. It needs to give clarity.
Yeah.
The 2 C's. Yeah. The why and the what.
Like it has to be visual or audio. Like for what I'm doing, I do voiceovers for the tips videos, obviously. I don't just want to show footage. So the things I say in those first few seconds is what's hopefully keeping people.
It's creating a moment for the people. Yeah. That's what it is now. Because earlier it used to just be more about the audio, what's said or what's seen, just one thing. But now it's a combination of things. And for those of you who don't know, a hook of any video or any piece of media is the first thing that someone's going to look at.
Yeah.
Or
and
get
the thing that will keep them there.
So hook them bait, like a fish
right?
hook. Yeah.
Like they're the fishy, you've got the hook with the bait on it.
Yeah. I think if you hear the word itself, it sounds like it would be a negative thing because you're like, baiting them in a way.
Is it clickbaiting people? It's like, no.
What it actually is for good content is that you are telling them exactly what you're providing in that video, and they can decide if they want to stay or if they want to leave.
Yeah, if they're like, I already know what they're saying on that for 3 seconds, I already know that information, bye. That's fine.
I personally think it's not just helpful for the viewer, it's also helpful for the creator, because you are, once again, weeding out the wrong crowd from viewing your reel, because you need people who are like-minded to be a part of your community. So if there are people who might be haters of your content and they like one piece, but they come back later to, not support or say something unrighteous, then you don't need those people. So if you make your hook clear, you at least know that you are giving the opportunity for the right crowd to be there.
Yeah. Basically what you're saying is know your target audience.
Next segment.
You got to know who you're making your videos for.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you're going to be probably trying to make videos for everyone. You can't please everyone. Yeah. Or you're making your videos for no one, in which case you'll definitely please no one.
Okay, I can give you a very good example of this myself. So when I started making content for social media, again, PS, I'm not a big creator, but what I've seen is that in the beginning, given I'm a chronic people pleaser, I made a lot of content that was more acceptable to people, I guess.
Yeah.
I just was very vague with what I was saying, and it gave me a little bit of engagement. You'll get people like me, other people pleasers, who would just like it for the sake of it. But I wanted real engagement. And I realized eventually when I started making more targeted content that the reason why previously things weren't working is because I didn't know who I was talking to. And when you're talking to everybody,
you're actually talking to nobody.
Yeah, boy.
This is why people pleasing in general is not necessarily positive, right? If you try and please everyone, you actually end up pleasing no one, especially yourself.
Which is the worst.
Yeah. Like if you want to make content for everyone, you're not making that content for you. From what I was saying earlier, this kind of ties in with my stuff too, when I was saying like the previous type of content I was making. Who was it for? I feel like the blunt answer is people who will buy this thing, but that's not a target audience. Customers isn't a target audience. Who is that customer? The videos weren't doing like awfully or anything, but no one cared, I guess.
What can you comment under a broadcast post?
Yeah. Here's the thing I sell. You can buy it on my store, link in bio. Well, the most common thing people would ask for that kind of thing is, where can I buy it? But you've just told me that. So
yeah.
And that's not real engagement.
So you're not actually providing the opportunity for the customer or for your audience to engage with the content.
Yeah. You can still make quote unquote broadcasty content, but in a more creative way, showing how you made it, like how you went from nothing to this thing.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing graphic design, show the design process, just a time lapse of you designing something. If you print t-shirts, show the time lapse of you printing with a voiceover on top of it. In my case, I can show assembly of something.
Yeah. And for those of you who are super, super introverted, there are also loads of videos that do great where there is no voiceover or any captions needed, but it's just footage, but it's good ASMR.
Yeah.
Of the process happening, and they're just like documenting that. But you initially, in the first few seconds, you need to have a good hook. If it's just with visuals, then communicate with visuals, but make it clear what the video is about.
Yeah.
Coming back to the target audience as well. Over time, Matt and I have done like multiple target audience exercises to understand who we are trying to talk to.
Yeah, which are very helpful to do, by the way.
Your target audience is basically not just demographics.
Yeah.
There's so much more to it.
Yeah, it's a person. Like, what is their age? What color hair do they have? Where do they go shopping? What's their favorite flavor of coffee? Like, how many times do they go to the gym each week? Like, these, you have to get real specific.
Like, it has to be a real person. If you're bad at imagining stuff, think about a person in your real life who might be your target audience and, focus it around them. Like, you need to understand what bothers them. You need to understand what brings them happiness.
The audience I'm targeting is basically me like a year and a half ago in terms of thinking 3D printing is cool.
Yeah.
How do I do it? I need some tips. Oh, that's that cool thing I can print or buy.
Yeah.
Awesome. For businesses, that will be the case too. Just talk to your previous self what you would have wanted to see.
This is literally what we're doing with Indo-Welsh because we would have loved to know a podcast like this when we were just starting.
Yeah, just hearing people talk about small business journey, giving, general advice, but just talking about things like this.
You will always have more knowledge than someone who hasn't taken that path.
Yeah.
There always will be people who know more than you, but as long as you knew slightly more than what you did yesterday, it means there's always someone else who's also in the same boat.
Yeah, you'll never know the most about anything. You'll never be able to know if you know the most, even if you do know the most.
It's like a tongue twister.
Yeah.
Okay, for the next segment now, let's get deeper into this breakdown of social media and understand different platforms. Social media as a whole, you can start off with just cross-posting or anything, but eventually you will understand how different kind of content works on different platforms.
Yeah.
And that mainly is also because you have different types of audiences on each platform.
For instance, there's a huge difference between short-form content audiences and long-form content. Like, it's probably not going to be the same people if you upload both short-form and long-form on YouTube, for example. So it shouldn't be the exact same style that you're making for both those sets of videos because it's not going to be reaching the same people.
Yeah.
And even within short form content, you may get different results between Instagram and TikTok and YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
If we're talking generally, there's probably more Gen Alpha and Gen Z on TikTok, whereas Instagram is probably more Gen Z to millennial.
TikTok is more brain rot, of course.
Yeah, TikTok is skibbity toilet. Instagram is free shavakadu. That's the only way to say it. But yeah, I saw a reel recently. It was a girl who does basically, she gives tips on social media content creation. It was basically going through a list of stuff and saying whether it's important or not important for social media. And some of it I was like, yeah, I agree with that. And some of it was like, oh, I hadn't thought of that. Obviously, it's all opinion based. She's not like an objective talker on the subject.
Yeah.
Things like engaging with other people's content before and after you post. And she's like, that's not important. If you see them and you like it and you want to comment on it, do it. But don't just do it for the sake of it. You think this will boost my chances.
It has to be intentional.
Yeah. And why would you want fake engagement, basically? Yeah.
The part that gets people is that this kind of thing that they're doing, it's not sustainable. So eventually it'll die out, that just sending hearts or sending.
Yeah.
So if you want real engagement, you have to make something that is worth engaging with.
Yeah. If the only comments you get, or the only reason you get comments is because you sent it in a guilt trip group chat.
Yeah, like how you put it.
Then you aren't making engaging content. When I see posts and it's like 40 likes and 40 comments, I'm like, what? That's a really weird ratio. And you see it's like us all emojis. And then the person replying with emojis is like, okay, great engagement, guys. We got them. We defeated the algorithm.
Kissy face, heart. I also like this idea of thinking about social media as one big conversation. So what you are doing is you are adding to the conversation.
Yeah.
Like it can be a new topic that you're adding, or you are adding to an existing topic. But what it is that you are actually adding to it. It's like making a cake.
It's a big information pool of soup. And you're adding something.
Ratatouille. And finally, I think another important thing we'd like to address about this whole social media conversation is that a lot of people worry about what to post.
Yeah.
This comes down to what you're trying to make, but you need to understand what part of your life do you want to share with people. There will always be things to post if you know who you're talking to and what you want to talk about, like what topic you want to talk about, which is why, most people do recommend niching down so you know what to do with it.
Yeah, because then you've got 1,000 subtopics there. So that's 1,000 videos or whatever. And then as you make videos on other things, you'll be like, oh, that makes me think of this other video I can make. Add it to the list.
Yeah.
And then you see comments on your posts or other people's posts asking a question or saying something.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's an idea for a video because I can answer that question or I can address that thing.
Research.
Yeah.
And it's also because it's very human behavior. With social media, people think the algorithm is punishing them or the algorithm is difficult to understand or something, but it's designed to understand how humans are behaving.
Yeah.
So if your piece of content is not being received well by other human beings, then it's not going to circulate it to more people.
Yeah.
And usually if you're not providing value as well in the first 3 seconds or something, you're not giving the opportunity for the algorithm to do that work and push it further.
Yeah.
All of these apps want people to stay on the app. So if you are providing something of value that people want to watch, then your content will be pushed more because you're getting more people to stay on the app.
Yeah. And as we've mentioned already today, make sure your content is intentional. You're not just doing it for the sake of it, hoping it works because, vibes and because I would like it to. It should be, I've put effort and intention into this and it makes sense and it's good. Therefore, it should also be received well.
Absolutely.
Again, there's always exceptions. You could just get unlucky and it just doesn't work for whatever reason. But, 99% of the time, intentional content, which is really good and really high quality, in some way adding value, will be received well.
Yeah. And that brings us to the end of our discussion about social media.
There's probably much more we could or maybe even should have talked about regarding social media and its importance, but we'd probably be here all night, so we'll wrap it up here.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry now.
But if you guys run social media channels for your businesses or otherwise, if you have your own tips
or questions,
then you can let us know in the comments or contact us on social media if you're listening instead.
Mm-hmm. And of course, we link our website and socials in the description as well, if any of you want to check it out.
Yeah, so you can find us easier and not have to guess what we're called and message us if you want to.
So thank you so much for watching this episode, guys.
Or listening if you're on Spotify or other podcast platforms.
Yeah. And we deeply, deeply would appreciate liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, rating.
Downloading, whatever it is you can do. Anything you can do to support us is greatly appreciated.
Mm-hmm. And we'll see you.
And you will hear us
in the next one.
Bye.